Let us see how this Jubin's simulator 885 simulator is used to program 885 microprocessor for exchanging 10 bytes of data stored at location X and Y. Initial locations of data are X and Y, and we have chosen the locations C000H and C101H, I think C100H. So let us start the program. The first instruction would be to initialize DE register pair. So how that will be initialized? LXI D with memory location of first block of data X. So that memory location we have used C000H. Okay, so we initialized DE register pair with contents C000H, where we have stored the first block of data X, which is 10 bytes of data. We will again initialize HL register pair. So LXI instruction uses register pairs in spite of single registers. So LXI H we will initialize with C100H location. Okay. What will be the third instruction? We will initialize MVI C comma 0AH. We are initializing a counter. Okay, we are initializing a counter with contents 10, that is 0AH. What will be the next instruction? LDAX load accumulator indirect with the contents of DE register pair address. LDAXD. Okay. Now the accumulator will be loaded with the contents pointed out by the memory location of DE register pair. Now we have to move those contents into B register. We have to move the contents from HL register pair. We have to move the contents from memory location pointed out by HL register pair into B register. So we moved first block of data from C000H to accumulator, and from M means HL, C100H to B register. Okay, now we will move again the contents from accumulator to HL register pair, because we have to exchange the contents. Okay, so now these contents will be exchanged. So accumulator contents will be copied to the memory location pointed out by HL register pair, and the contents of contents of B register will be moved to the DE register pair address. So that is how it will work. We will firstly move the contents from B register to accumulator. Okay, and now we will use STAX instruction, with the help of which we will store the contents from B register into from accumulator. And initially we have moved the contents from B register to accumulator. Now accumulator to where? DE register pair address. Okay, we will keep on incrementing now. INX D. Okay, DCR, INX again, INX H, decrement C. Now we have to use jump JNZ, conditional jump. JNZ, jump until the contents of this counter becomes 0, where we have to jump. Suppose we have used this level loop here, so where we have to jump again, we have to jump again at this instruction LDAX. So we will write loop here and we will use colon. Okay, so this loop will keep on happening until the contents of this counter would become 0. Okay, so as soon as the contents would become 0, the last instruction, that is halt, will be executed. So now firstly we will autocorrect this. So this 8085 simulator is also having autocorrect option, so we can autocorrect this. Okay, so the instruction would means the space for instruction would automatically be fixed here. Now we will assemble. Okay, all the instructions, there are tick with all the instructions, that means all the instructions are okay. Now we have to move to the memory part, move downwards, because we have to store the data in the memory locations, different memory locations. And the first memory location for block X we have used C000, sorry, C000H. So first data was 11, C001H, 001H, 22H is the data, C002H is having data 33, C003H is having data 44, C004H is having 55, C005H 66, C006 77, C007 is having 88, sorry, C0007, C008 is having data 99, and last C009H is having data AA. Okay, so this is the first block of data, 10 bytes of data, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Now what is the second 10 byte of data? C001H, sorry, C100H. C100H is the first memory location for data Y, and that data is, let us suppose, 01H. C101H, next location 02. C102 is having data 03. C103 is having data 04. C104 05, C105 06, C106 07, C107 08, C10809, C109 is having contents 0AH. Okay, so now we have successfully stored 20 bytes of data. Okay, so first 10 byte of data has been stored on 10 consecutive locations starting from C000H, and second 10 bytes of data has been stored in 10 consecutive locations starting from C100H. So this data, after execution of this program, will be exchanged with each other. So this, after execution, this memory location will be having data 01H, and this memory location will be having data 11H. So I am going to run this program. I am going to click this run at a time. So let us see the contents here. C000H is having contents 01H. So initially what we stored here, we stored 11H here. look at the location here. C100H is having contents 11H. So all the data, all the 10 byte of data has been exchanged with the 10 memory locations. Okay, look at this last location. C109H is having data AA, C009H is having data 0AH. So this is how this programming has become successful. Now again we can see the registers also. Look at the registers here. Accumulator contents are having data 0AH. Okay, we need not to see this. We can see the HL contents also. Look at the last HL contents C10AH. Okay, we can see DE register pair C00AH. Flag register contents. Look at the flag register contents. Because accumulator contents are 0AH, that's why look at here 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 0. Some of the flags has been activated. Okay, so we do not need to use the flag register also here. Okay, because means there is no utilization of flag register here. We just have to move the contents. You can also see stack pointer, memory register contents, memory pointer, program status word, program counter, how many number of clocks has been used. You can also see by clicking on this, you can also see the T state of every instruction. You can also see the timing diagram for each and every instruction. Okay, you can also see the timing diagram for each and every instruction. Wait just a second. Look at this here. As soon as I am going to click this 10, you can see the timing diagram for this LXI instruction. Similarly, as soon as I will click on MVIC, you will see the timing diagram of this. It is having 70 states, 4 plus 3. You can also see the contents here of code 070A. Likewise, LDAX instruction, you can also see the timing diagram for this. Okay, so if you are not going to get the timing diagram of any of the instruction in book or somewhere in the internet, you can easily get the timing diagram for that instruction from this 8085 simulator. Jump instruction is having this kind of timing diagram. Okay, so this is how this 8085 simulator, Jubin's 8085 simulator works, and it is open source software available on the GitHub site. So you can use it very easily. It is very user friendly also. Okay,